Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of Parts Talk. Thank you for joining me. I appreciate each and every one of you. What is going on in Florida? The other day I presented a YouTube short about a dealership employee who scammed about 11 people out of buying a car. Now today we have another video for you that says Florida car dealers are overcharging buyers looking to buy out their leases. I also came up with a few points to advise you how to avoid being scammed by dealers when trying to end a car lease agreement and how customers should take the necessary steps. We're going to go through the video and then we're going to go through the various steps as we go along. But mind you, you will never hear the parts and service department making the news as much as the sales department do. But here goes.
Welcome back. If you want to buy out your car lease, here's a warning tonight. The I-Team found some local auto dealers are charging extra fees to customers who are buying out their lease, even though it violates federal and state laws.
It's an issue that investigator Jackie Calloway exposed last fall, but local car buyers say it is still happening.
And the contract doesn't list any of these fees.
The original contract states exactly what a customer should pay if they opt for a buyout at the end of their lease. Yet we found dealers from Sarasota to Tampa tacking on thousands of dollars in extra fees.
I mean, some of them were crazy. I mean, one charge was $1,450.
Chris Riley visited two Tampa area Kia dealerships in an attempt to purchase his leased 2020 Kia Optima. He says both wanted upwards of $2,000 in fees, not included in his original contract.
And then I thought, geez, that just doesn't seem right.
It's only got 3,800 miles.
And Tom Huffman says he got the same treatment after going to a Tampa Bay area dealer to buy out his 2020 Kia Sportage.
It was like $1,700 or so of additional fees,
including a $500 safety inspection, which isn't included in the contract Tom signed at the time of his lease.
and I told him if it's not.
So this is very commendable for this customer. So the first one I have here is to read the lease agreement carefully. So before signing the lease agreement, make sure to thoroughly read and understand all the terms and conditions. Pay attention to any clauses related to lease buyouts and associated fees. And the original contract should clearly state what the customer should pay if they choose to buy out the lease at the end of the term.
Not in the original contract, you can't charge me the fee.
Unfortunately for consumers, these dealerships obviously see an opportunity to get additional profit.
Consumer attorney Joshua Fagan says the add-ons violate the Federal Consumer Leasing Act, which states a dated disclosure must be given to the consumer before signing the lease and must contain all of the information. And lessors are required by federal law to provide the consumer with leasing cost information and other disclosures.
All constituted by the law there in Florida, but as you know, you're dealing with people and they're always going to be unscrupulous ones working amongst us. I've worked with quite a few in the automotive sector, can't call names. However, they're always being caught because karma always comes back and hit hard. So the second one you should always do is shop around for reputable dealers. When it's time to buy out your lease, take the time to research and compare different dealerships. So the same way you went about trying to purchase your car by going to various dealerships, going online and shopping around for that luxury car, the car of your dream, or you just want something to move you from point A to point B, the same strategy should be used. Look for dealerships that have a good reputation and are known for fair and transparent practices. Read reviews, ask recommendations, and visit multiple dealerships to inquire about the buyout process and associated fees again.
Unless the fee is defined in the lease agreement itself, then the dealership is not able to charge it.
Last year, the Florida Attorney General subpoenaed several Florida dealerships over the charging of these unlawful add-ons. After hearing from Tom and Chris, I contacted Kia Finance America.
I got a phone call from Kia Finance, and all of a sudden they had discovered that they would be able to help me out.
Chris was also able to conduct his buyout from Kia Finance. And I asked Kia Finance whether it would notify dealers of the proper way to process a lease buyout.
So in addition, the third one I have here is to contact the manufacturer's corporate office. So if a dealership is trying to charge additional fees that are not listed in the original lease agreement, consider reaching out to the manufacturer's corporate office, inform them about the situation, and provide details about the dealership's actions. The manufacturer may intervene and ensure that the dealership adheres to the terms of the lease agreement. So manufacturers do have the power to come down and stranglehold at dealerships and hold them accountable.
Spokesperson responded in this email. Kia Finance America has previously made it clear to our dealer partners of the need to process lease buyouts in accordance with customers' contracts. For anyone looking to buy out their lease, shop around. Find a dealer that's willing to do the service for the price listed in your contract. If they don't, you can try contacting the manufacturer's corporate office. And if that doesn't work, file complaints with Florida's Attorney General and the Better Business Bureau. We've posted links.
Yep, so the fourth one, file complaints with the relevant authorities. So if the dealership continues to charge unlawful fees despite your efforts to resolve the issue, it's important to take further action. File complaints with the Florida Attorney General Office, as she says here, and the Better Business Bureau. Provide them with all the necessary details and evidence to support your case. These organizations can investigate the dealership's practice and take appropriate action to protect consumers. This is not the dealership environment I've worked with. I've worked with ethical and moral dealerships in the past. But somehow in today's society, we're facing three dilemmas: greed, selfishness, and indifference. And it's ruining the automotive industry. Hopefully we can go back to the days when customer retention and customer satisfaction was the number one priority. A lot more people are calling on customer to manufacture directly. Tesla is doing it. Ford wants to do it. A lot more manufacturers are looking into the options. So dealerships, pull up your socks.
At abcactionnews.com, I'm my team investigator Jackie Calloway, taking action for you.
It's more challenging for the parts and service department to be caught up in this type of dilemma because there are processes and there are paper trails, and anyone who tries to pull off something unscrupulous within those departments are usually caught and dealt with immediately. So let me know your comments below. Remember to grab a copy of my ebook, The Parts Manager Guide. Please smash that like button on your way out. It will only take you 1.5 seconds to do so. Until next time.